Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New England Patriots. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a yard. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Looking to put a drive together. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, May. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here's May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. to the air. May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They'll throw with May. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Following the interception, Young. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5. The play fake. Now Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Young off the play fake. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Caleb Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run once more with Stevenson. And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Throwing here is May. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Young. He's got Renfro on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Left side here to Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, you take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give up the middle, Hubbard. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Young to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Recovered by the offense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get to place on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the shotgun, it's May. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
For the Patriots.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. Throw right side taken by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And once again, this is Sanders. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looking to throw, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again, it's Young. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now here's Young. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Hunter Renfro, 84 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Patriots, nothing.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
1 yard gain.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Stevenson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Young now. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
straight ahead with Hubbard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 9 here. Now Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's May. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Second and 7 from the 20. Looking to throw. May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Patriots. 1st down and goal to go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And now May on the sneak. And he will have the Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they go play action with May. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing here is May. Henry's got it out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Sets up 4th
Well, how about the
down.
coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Right back to Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Short pass caught by Henry. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, May. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They go play action now. May gets this complete to Buto. And he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Short pass caught by Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have the Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's going to keep this again. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Stevenson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tershawn Wharton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. I couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Gets past one man. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Out of the gun, it's Young. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Young. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And there's a work of art right there, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Brought down by DJ Wanham. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's up close to the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw, it's May. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That pass complete. Here's Butte with him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
And this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So no gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the question now, can they get a field goal from here? You're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Looking to put a drive together. Young to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Looking to throw, Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Jones. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the shotgun, May with it. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 12. Here's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Gibson here running out of the gun. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson, 35 yards. And the Patriots will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Patriots 19, Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Young. They'll find McMillan here. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Marcus Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Nice little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Young now. The open man here, Renfro.
Complete to Hunter Renfro. It's a gain of 10. First down, Carolina.
Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now 2nd and 4. Young. That's complete to Chuba Hubbard.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Looking underneath and finding it. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.